G'day and welcome to Camperland TV. The sunny coast, a holiday maker and caravanner's delight. From the mountains to the sea, there are so many different types of environments and experiences to behold. And on today's show, we promise to deliver some absolute crackers. But first, I'm getting the keys and the all-important handover briefing notes from the Brisbane Camperland team before hitching up the wagon and heading north. From the bush to the beach, the Sunshine Coast has it all for caravanners and campers, and it's school holiday time, so I thought I'd get out this week with the Jayco Crosstak, catch up with a few families who are camping, find out where they like to go and what they like to do. So what are we towing this week? Well, it's something that I've been busting to try for a while, the perfect vehicle for a getaway like this, the 16-foot off-road CrossTrak from Jayco. Our first stop this episode will be on the way to the coast. Newram Creek Bush Retreat is tucked away in the Diagula Range, about an hour and a half out of Brisbane. It's a big place, 312 acres to stretch out in and 1.5 kilometres of creek frontage. It's a great location for kids, dog-friendly, and there are bushwalking tracks to explore as well. The van site is flat and grassy with plenty of shade, and there's even a fire pit. Setting up the CrossTrak takes but a minute or two. Awning out, pop top up, and then there's the outdoor kitchen setup. Prepped and ready to go, just in time for an afternoon nibble and a cold beer. A stroll around the park at sunset leads me to some Newram Creek regulars in the form of the Queensland Family Caravanning Club, who've moved in for school holidays and absolutely love the place. So Michael, what's the Family Caravan Club?
Just a group of families, all get together and just get out and about, and normally we only do within 2 hours of Brisbane, so it's not, obviously too much travel, but yeah, just families and stuff like that.
And how did you find Newram Creek?
Awesome, yeah. As you can see, we've got this basically a bit to ourselves, so very, very spacious here, and yeah, it's awesome.
And I noticed there's a few Jaycos among them as well.
Oh yeah, we love our Jaycos.
Yeah. What are you currently in?
Just our Jayco Starcraft, 16 model, awesome van.
Back at camp and it's time for dinner. Now while this may look suspiciously like a cooking segment, I can assure you that that's not what it's going to be. I just simply wanted to show you the Jayco Crosstak's kitchen. I've always lived in houses that have been sort of half in, half outdoors, and this really appeals to me, this outdoor kitchen. I love it. That's why you go camping, right? So we've got our cooker there, we've got a sink there. This all opens up. We've got great storage here, plenty of light. I've brought along a camp table if you like them. We're not cooking anything too fancy up tonight. Piece of steak. Top it off with a couple of snags. And I defy you, is it any better than that on a night out? Let's eat. So, nothing very fancy for dinner tonight, but the show afterwards, spectacular. Next morning, and a chance to go for a wander and explore the place. The creek itself copped a battering in the recent floods, but as you can see, it's looking really good now. Strolling a place like this is a great way to check out other people's setups. And here's one straight out of the 1970s. Now, see, as a young bloke, our memories of going camping we're in setups just like this, with the old canvas awning and the old guy ropes and everything. It's changed a lot these days, hasn't it?
And that's the thing, that's what we love about it. Like, it still has the original canvas, full annex, just everything with it. I'm sure the new ones have probably built a lot better, but the old ones, they were the MDF. And,
so what you're saying, mate, is they don't make them like they used to.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
If you like your music from that era, well, they've got that covered at Newram Creek too. Tracy and Simon are the owners of Newram Creek, and they love their music. They reckon that in the beginning, the only way that they could get to a concert was to put one on themselves.
We're sort of tragic, die-hard 80s music
A
fans.
bit like myself.
But it goes with the territory. Because we're a slave to the property, the only way we get to have any entertainment is we bring it into ourselves.
Right.
So the best way to have a weekend is just have a party and have all the campers. And we've had Queen, David Bowie, we've had Rolling Stones tribute show, we've had Dire Straits and Pink Floyd tribute show.
What about this? It doesn't get much flashier than sitting in the bush having a nice cup of coffee, does it?
No, it's good having your own built-in barista.
And it brings people from all over the park, doesn't it? This is really good. This is glamping.
It is glamping.
Yeah,
It's the only way to go.
Tell me a little bit about the place. How did it come to be?
Tracy and I took over the property in 2005, and we were 36 at the time. We're now well into our 50s.
Wow.
So it's been a labour of love.
You know, the other great thing is its proximity to Brisbane, because I mean, you know, it really only took us maybe a bit over an hour to get here yesterday.
Well, we're about 50 minutes to Aspley, to the north side of Brisbane. So and you could be anywhere. You could drive for 3 hours and not find anything better. So close.
You could drive for 24 hours and not find anything better.
Oh, we're dog friendly too, so that's another bonus for families.
Yeah, great coffee. Neerim Creek Bush Retreat. That's the place to come. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yes, Neerim Creek Bush Retreat is a little slice of heaven, not far from Brisbane and perfect for a weekend away. After a quick and very easy pack down, I depart the creek with the CrossTrak in tow and make a beeline for my next destination. The drive is particularly scenic, behind the Glasshouse Mountains and up the Bruce Highway to Karoi in the Noosa hinterland. Now, while Noosa Heads might be a playground for the rich and famous with its fancy Hastings street shops, riverside eateries and magnificent beaches, Karoi's No Worries Caravan Park is a great place to unhitch the van for a few bucks and experience all that the region has to offer. The Yamundi markets are an institution just down the road from the park and always worth a visit. Yamundi markets is an institution, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, we just celebrated 43 years as an ongoing concern, so that's pretty cool. And we've been here for 20 of those, so
wow,
that feels pretty amazing too.
Wow. And it's funny, isn't it? Because these sort of farmers markets, they're loosely based on what you've been doing here in Yamundi for years, and it's gone right around the country.
Yeah. It's definitely a conducive way to shop.
It's what people want these days. They demand it, don't they?
Yeah, they want to feel like they're buying from the makers and the producers. So, yeah.
The town of Karoi is also just back up the road, a great spot to resupply and less than 2 kilometres from the No Worries Caravan Park. So there really are none.
Lots of repeat guests who phone ahead now and book. We've got bookings into August, and they actually request a particular site because they've been before and they like that.
We're funny like that, aren't we?
Creatures of habit.
Yeah, and just so close to all the action of Noosa. It's definitely the most economical way to do it. And when we all, we own our vans, we want to get close to the action, but far enough away from it that it's not annoying us. This is a perfect spot, isn't it?
Surely is. We like it. Our little piece of paradise.
And no worries.
Just off the highway.
The No Worries Caravan Park at Karoi. Look it up. My neighbours here are the very sociable John and Linda. They recently purchased their second van, a previously owned Jayco Starcraft, and are seriously living their best lives and are regular visitors to this park.
It's just so central for everything. Whatever your hobbies are, whether you're off-road biking, off-road driving, surfing, you've got the beaches, you've got the mountains, you've got the tracks.
Got the markets.
Everything. The markets at Monday, Noosa's just round the corner.
Gin factory down the road.
Gin factory's just down the road.
I'm learning along the way.
And the little village.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, we just love going. Like on Friday night when we got here, we got the RSL bus down to the RSL and had dinner there and drinks, and then they brought us back and just it's giving back to the village. And
really nice.
After bidding our new mates farewell, it's time to hit the road once more to an environment that's absolutely perfect for the Jayco Crosstak. I promised a sunny coast bush to beach experience in this episode, and we are about to deliver. So Jayco, over the course of the last couple of years, have been moving further and further into their off-road vans, if you like. There seems to be more call for them, and this CrossTrak's been superb for a trip like this. As we roll onto the Noosa River car ferry at Tewantin and make our way through the tea trees toward the beach. Welcome to the Noosa North Shore Tourist Park. Surfing, fishing, four-wheel driving, or just laying around on the beach, this little slice of heaven has recently undergone a major upgrade with powered sites, new amenities blocks, a massive camp kitchen and ocean views. And if you time it right, you can also pick up a beachside nitro coffee. How very Noosa.
Oh, that's amazing. It's so good.
Absolute treat, isn't it?
Meanwhile, after a swim and back at the van, it's time for breakfast.
So when my wife and the kids used to go camping years ago when they were little, staple for breakfast was always pancakes. They loved them at the beach when we were camping. Kids grew up and my wife and I would go camping. Pancakes were definitely off the menu. She wouldn't let me have them, but my wife's not here today, so guess what we're having for breakfast? Turn it up, I've lost absolutely none of my skill.
There is nothing sweeter than a Sunshine Coast caravanning holiday. Here are the websites for the parks that we've visited on this epic adventure. Of course, I couldn't have enjoyed it half as much without my 16-foot Jayco Crosstak Pop Top. Easy to tow, will go just about anywhere, and you'll have all the creature comforts on hand in a matter of seconds. For more info on the Jayco Crosstak and the entire range of Jayco RVs, head to the Brisbane Camperland website. See you next time.